Hi, I'm Colin, and for the past month or so, I've had a nightmarish experience with Boost Mobile, and I'm making this video in hopes of helping others avoid the mistakes that I did. In February 2020, Boost Mobile took over the remaining Virgin Mobile accounts, including mine. And at that time, of course, the service continued as usual. Boost Mobile did start charging a $5 a month charge, but since I had a $400 balance, it really didn't make much difference. In October of 2021, I received a text message from Boost Mobile stating that 3G service was ending and that I needed to get a new device that was 5G capable. So I went online to Boost Mobile's website and I looked at the available phones, and I saw there was a inexpensive flip phone for, I guess, $30. And I ordered it, and in short order I received the phone along with a included SIM card. Now, looking at Boost Mobile's website, I saw that for existing customers, which of course I never volunteered to be an existing customer, but I guess from their perspective I was, the only plans available to me were for $35 a month. Whereas, my cost for phone service previous to that was closer to $7 or $8 a month. But with a Boost Mobile account balance of about $148, I figured that I could change devices and migrate to a new carrier in a couple months after running down the balance, which likely would not have been refunded to me anyways. At the beginning of November, I attempted to swap phones, and that's really when the troubles began. I went onto Boost Mobile's website, went through their procedure, providing the IMEI number and the SIM card number, and it appeared on the website as though I was successful, but unfortunately it did not take. And I had no phone service on either the new phone or my old phone. So of course I tried to call customer service, and the number that was posted on the website in essence went to a telephone tree to nowhere, where I essentially circled around a number of times without being able to actually talk to a real person. Trying some other Boost Mobile phone numbers, I was finally successful in talking to somebody who told me that in essence I had made a mistake by trying to activate the phone on their website because that doesn't work, which of course the website doesn't say, and I guess perhaps I made an assumption that it should have. And then of course the agent assured me that he would escalate the matter to their subject matter experts, and I guess as a fallback, I found that my phone service was reactivated on my old phone. And I found that over a period of the next 2 or 3 weeks that periodically my service would be working on my old phone. But then I guess they would try to activate my new phone. And then of course I would have no service, and then I would have to call again, and I would speak to a different person who would then assure me that they were going to escalate the matter to their subject matter experts, and then the phone service would be restored to my old phone for a few days perhaps. And this went on back and forth. Now, of course, as it had always been my plan to migrate my number to another carrier, I felt that I was going nowhere here, and so it was as good a time as any to find somebody else. Anyways, going online to Mint Mobile's website, I saw that they had a 3 months free promotion, so I was quickly sent a SIM card, and I figured that it would be, I guess, an easy thing to port my phone number. Now, for reasons stated previously, my main objective was to make sure that I retain the same phone number as I have had for the past 15 years. Anyways, going on to Mint Mobile's website, I found that my phone that I purchased from Boost Mobile was appropriate for their service, that it was 4G voice over LTE capable, and looking for the information necessary to port my number, I found that I needed not only my Boost Mobile PIN number, I needed my existing phone number that I wanted to port, but in addition to that, I needed an internal Boost Mobile account number. I contacted Boost Mobile through their online chat and attempted to acquire my internal Boost Mobile account number. And they took me through a number of different steps, which included the phone number I was concerned with, the PIN number, the amount of my last payment, and a number of other things. I don't think they included my mother's maiden name, but you get the idea. But they said that in order to provide me that account number, they had to call me on the phone number on my mobile phone, which just happened to have stopped working. So in essence, that was a non-starter. And while they empathized that with my frustration that I was unable to get their Boost Mobile internal account number, that they essentially could not help me because, of course, I did not have phone service for my personal cell phone number. And, of course, I called on a landline and I sought to get the account number, and again, the person I spoke to told me that pretty much the same thing, that they were sorry, but they couldn't help me because if I didn't have phone service, then I couldn't get my internal account number, and if I couldn't get my internal account number, I couldn't port to another phone service. And that my only option was to go to a Boost Mobile store. Previous to this occasion, I don't think I've ever had occasion to go into a Boost Mobile phone store. Of the 4 locations that I visited, if they have a common theme, it's that they're kind of a haphazard, hole-in-the-wall type of business. A store which may or may not be open during stated business hours, which may or may not have a clerk that states in perfect English that they don't speak English, which may or may not have a manager who, like a canny used car dealer, seeks to judge your level of desperation and how much they can take you for. But at long last, I had my Boost Mobile internal account number. That evening, I found that Boost Mobile had finally activated my new TCL flip phone. I also went online to check my Boost Mobile account and see what it said. For the past few weeks, of course, I would go to my dashboard and greeted by some sort of spinning ball, and the page would never render. But I found that this time the page was working, and that my remaining balance on my Boost Mobile account had been zeroed out, which should have been about $108. And of course, there was no explanation for why this balance had disappeared. Only a statement that my $35 monthly payment was due today if I wanted to maintain my account. And of course, having gotten as far as I had, I certainly didn't want to lose my number, so I paid an additional $35. I went on to Mint Mobile's website and entered in the appropriate data, and I wasn't sure how long it would take to port the number, whether it would be a few hours or a few days. As it turns out, actually, it was surprisingly quick. And Mint Mobile sent me a email saying that they had successfully ported my number, and I said, hallelujah. And I put my Mint Mobile SIM card into my TCL phone, and what should I see but a message on there saying, enter CCK code. And I said to myself, what the hell is that? Well, what it is that Boost Mobile, when they sold me the phone, essentially had locked it to Boost Mobile's phone service. Now, of course, looking at their website, I could find no signs where, at the point of purchase that they would say that they had locked it to their site. And of course, I called Boost Mobile, and I was told in no uncertain terms that unless the device had been active on a Boost Mobile account for at least a year, they weren't going to unlock it. Well, thank you, Boost Mobile. Anyways, so the next day I went out and I bought a unlocked phone. In fact, this particular one here, which is a Nokia 225, which also is 4G voice over LTE capable. It cost $50, but at least it works. It's not a bad phone, although frankly I personally prefer flip phones. Generally, any exposed screen is probably going to get a bit scratched when I carry it around, but I guess it can't be helped. And as a phone, it works fine. So what have I learned from this experience? Well, since it was always my intention to port my number away from Boost Mobile's phone service, I think I should have just made a clean break from it. And while I still had a working phone number, my first step should have been to obtain the Boost Mobile internal account number. And I guess that's on me because I made a lot of assumptions when I should have done some research. And it was the same thing in terms of Boost Mobile's locking policy. Although on their own website, of course, you essentially have to really go into the weeds and look at the fine print, which of course is not anywhere listed near where they're actually selling these phones. Boost Mobile's phone locking policy is probably the most egregious in the industry. And Dish Wireless, which owns Boost Mobile, I think in the end is going to find this policy very destructive to their bottom line, which I think I may explain in a video at a later date.